Hi guys, welcome back to the Guitar Bay. I'm Danny.
I'm Takis, and what are we drinking today, Danny?
Today, mate, we are drinking a mini. Trying to reduce our alcohol intake here.
Yes, that's a
San
good thing
Miguel. Emil, grab your beer.
And Emil is here again. You could probably tell because the there he is.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers, Danny. Cheers, Emil. I think it's because yeah, you can probably tell because the wonderful Epiphone 56 Les Paul is here, the previous episode, and Emil was kind enough to
Sounds epic,
fiddle
right?
with it. It's just these pickups come through every amp, I think.
They do, don't they?
And I'm still hanging on to the, well, I'm not hanging on to it. It will be for sale very soon, the Korean Squire.
Still here, yeah?
Still
in
here.
the bay.
Still lacks pickup. Could use a pickup change, but...
But we've played, I mean, that's the first thing we said when we reviewed that guitar.
Yeah.
The pickups are a bit lackluster, but playing is...
It's all right, yeah. It's pretty good.
I would say it's a bit more than just all right. I would say it's good. It's quite agreeable.
But mate, I have something else.
You have some... Yes,
I have another
Danny
guitar.
has a thing.
Yeah.
You have a guitar, and I know jack poop about it. I know nothing.
It cost me $230. I found it on eBay, the local sort of Gumtree style.
The small ads.
Yes.
The Kleinanzeigen
Yes.
here in Germany.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy wanted I think $280 for it. They retail at about $350. Awesome guitar. I've been enjoying it so far.
They retail $350.
Yeah, ish, between 300 and 350. And these ones have been reviewed quite often, and they're awesome.
Oh, I have an idea, mate.
What do you think
You've
it
got a
might
classic
be?
vibe. You got a classic vibe something. Whether it's a Strat or a Tele, I think you got a classic vibe.
Another
which
Squire.
Would be perfect.
Do you think?
Another Squire, which would be perfect because we have this old Korean Squire. We have my Play Series Tele. I think Emil has the Affinity series.
I am the proud owner of an Affinity Strat.
That's right. Which do you have it here with you today?
Yes. Yeah.
That's like a mammoth episode if it's a Tele.
Well, there's a kind of a story behind it. So when I bought the acoustic, I went to a guy's house and...
You went to a guy's house?
Yeah, it was
This
kind
is
of one of these sort of dodgy feeling ones, and the guy was a cool guy. If he's watching, hello. There's a potential. But a cool guy, and he had a vintage guitar in the style that I got to play, and since then I've been craving something in that style. So, have a look.
I think you told me that story, and I think it was a Telecaster, mate. Oh, God. So if it's a classic vibe Telecaster, I shouldn't be so presumptuous, but... You heard me. I said it's probably a classic vibe Telecaster. And I see a butterscotch Telecaster, and given the money you said, it must be a classic. Well, there's nothing else in that price range. Oh, yes, of course. Of course. It's a vintage brand.
It is.
Telecaster.
And this kicks the Squire Korea out of the water completely.
I completely neglected those. One of our best videos is definitely
The SG video.
the
yeah.
SG video, vintage brand. So many people commented, and it seems to be
interest in these guitars,
Yes.
you know. And actually, the guys changed the pickups on these. They're still Wilkinson. But we have to try. But it feels they sound noiseless. They're not microphonic at all, and this is as telly as it gets. It's quite a low action. Just a little warning for you.
This is not 9.5 inch.
No, and it's
this is 12 inch, I would say.
It's ash body, maple neck, Wilkinson hardware.
One piece, the body.
Yeah, it's relict. You know, it's obviously come out of the factory relict.
Ah.
And I kind of relicked it on the way home because I took it home without a case and had a little incident with that.
Oh, it looks beautiful though.
It is awesome.
The switch is robust, very solid.
It's got the ashtray bridge with the brass saddles. It's as telly as it gets, like I say, mate.
Yeah,
it's
compensated brass saddles, which is great. Ashtray bridge, of course.
Vintage tuners.
Am I wrong in thinking that this is a 12-inch radius and not 9.5? It feels flatter than mine. And it feels definitely thinner than mine. So the neck is not, it's wide, but very thin. It doesn't project back as much. It doesn't have the shoulders, you know, the big, but it feels wider and flatter.
It's vintage, you know, and they've done an amazing job, this brand, of replicating, you know, Les Pauls, SGs for little money.
That's what they do, basically, yeah?
Yeah, and I think...
Vintage Icon Series V52, sorry.
Yeah, so I've seen them for 300 and over.
Korea or China?
I think China. Or, I'm not sure.
Vintage...
Designed in the UK
John
is what they
Hornby's
say,
Hughes
yeah.
product, yes. Designed in association with Trev Wilkinson. There is no made in.
But it's a sick looking guitar. It looks the
Deluxe, Wilkinson Deluxe vintage tuners or vintage style tuners. Okay, this is like the fifth Telecaster on the show, and the butterscotch is.
It could be a Player Series killer. I don't know.
You think?
It is pretty awesome. Like, no joke, it's really got that spike.
Let's go, Laney, chuck on some pedals and see how it compares against.
We have to go full valve for this one, and
yeah, and I guess use my Player Series as a reference, because we've already agreed that the Squire, the Korean Squire that you got, is not the best in terms of pickup.
No, it's not.
You know, clarity and power. So yeah, this is something that could compete with the Player Series, and you've already claimed it to be a Player Series killer.
Potentially, I don't know, but
it
really is up there. It's awesome.
So
cool.
There it is, Vintage Icon Series V52. Yeah, so let's hear it. I'm gonna stay with the hybrid Laney because I've just become completely obsessed the past couple of weeks. How good it sounds and how good it is at revealing, like showing the guitar's true character and the pickups. You can hear how amazing the pickups of your Les Paul are through my hybrid Laney. So I'm gonna stay with this one. Use the royal blue as always. Danny will have the Player Series Telecaster in the LC50, the full valve. Maybe play some blues driver, familiar sounds, familiar overdrives, and then we'll just swap guitars and compare, you know, based on what we know and what we can hear. So this is the guitar, straight into the amp, in the clean channel of course, without any pedals engaged whatsoever. And I'm on the neck pickup. Okay, first thing to notice, always with you, low action, lower than...
yeah, it's too low.
It's too low.
Yeah.
It depends, it always depends on how you play and what you play. I'm a very hard picker, so I think too low action is not good for me.
There's
but
nines
the guitar
on
can
it.
take it.
Nines on
Nines
it.
on it, okay. Mid. Something is missing, comparing this to my memory of the sound of my Telecaster. I think again the neck pickup.
Bit of sparkle maybe, bit of the
bit more
chime.
Yeah, bell-like chimey thing on the neck pickup would make
The bell.
No. You're not gonna.
But the bridge, before you go bridge, it's so aggressive. It really is. It's,
Yeah?
It's the bite of a Tele.
It's like hitting a boost pedal or something. Okay, so back to neck. It's more like a Strat neck. And bridge. Yeah, it's less spiky, beefy, and loud.
Yeah.
So less spiky than the one I know from my player series. Rounder, more like a it's not a humbucker, but more like a humbucker neck, bridge, sorry. I'm amazed at how easy it is to play because this is very flat. This is very thin, even thinner than mine. And mine is not a vintage Telecaster. It's baseball bat kind of really grabby neck. It's a more modern one. This is even thinner, but wider. So the nut is wider, and you have more space here. Okay, that's the pickups. Let's put some juice on this. Bridge.
It's so much clarity, and I've used this guitar for recording, and it's awesome for that, you know. Cuts. It's very good.
I don't think my Telecaster bridge can be that beefy. Maybe with more help from pedals, but it's good.
Ho ho.
Right? Okay.
Man, you're sounding great.
I think the neck pickup does it again. It's not as spanky as it should be, so it makes the mid position suffer a bit. It's more bridgy than necky, the mid position. Does that make sense? And now neck. It sounds like a Strat neck.
It is.
Okay,
Yeah, it's nice, right?
but I really like it. It's very easy to play. Test. Maybe with a bridge. Very happy with the way it cleans up. And very responsive and very nice tone knob as well. And I'm not bothered by the ashtray,
Nope.
which I usually am. No, I think the height of the strings in relation to the ashtray is fine, and I can do all the palm muting I want without being bothered.
Sexy, man. Looks
And,
great too.
F yeah, that is good. I'm into Telecaster, you got me. You had me at Telecaster. Give me this for the direct comparison. Okay, obviously, much hotter bridge. Look at how much, or listen to how much gain I have now. Bridge, volume all the way up, same pedal, same amp as it was. This is a significantly higher output bridge.
Definitely.
But listen to this now. Of course, different amp, and you're playing through a blues driver,
Yeah.
and we have more or less the same amount of gain here. Comparing to what we heard earlier with this one, with my setup, with my rig now, I think you can hear more sparkle with my neck pickup, or mid. Oh man, that,
Different,
that
right?
bridge pickup
It's wild.
is wild, is really good. Maybe not perfectly balanced with the rest, with the neck pickup. I would seriously just take this guitar as it is and find another neck pickup and you're good to go. Oh man.
Can I have some tones? I'll just go some.
Yeah, I mean, it's your turn now. So you heard this guitar in the TF400 with the Royal Blue. So now it's Danny. Go clean first.
Wow.
Okay,
Awesome.
that bridge is awesome.
Something.
I still find that the neck is missing something that screws up the balance a bit too with the pickups and the mid position. I think just the change of pickup, the neck pickup in this guitar would just make it an absolute banger because it already is. Playability, looks, simplicity, and a killer bridge pickup. And you paid $230. And they go new just over 300, I think, yeah.
I think secondhand also, they're keeping their value pretty good.
Oh man.
And this is one that hurts to put back on the market, but if I don't put it back on the market, I'm not going to get rid of
Look
anything.
at this. This is filling up. Of course, one of them is Emil's Les Paul. The other one is the Squire from Korea from 2 episodes ago. But there's your, the Les Paul is here. The Squire, there's this that belongs here. Your Jackson is home sometimes here too. Yeah, there's only one space basically for the one guitar that keeps rotating. So we have to start selling stuff.
Yeah, and I have 2 more guitars, and one of them I've really connected with. So this one has to go, unfortunately. But your telly hits the spot, but this bridge pickup is something.
You could tell
wild.
immediately how much more distorted the Royal Blue was, which is not necessarily a good thing if you want that wide range of a low gain, of a low to mid gain pedal. Then it's probably better to have lower output pickups to enjoy this range of, if you're a blues player. But if you're a kind of rocky, aggressive player, oh, what a pickup that was.
It has a sustain as well in the.
Oh, it rings
pickup,
too, yeah. And we talked about it last time, how cheaper guitars are a completely different universe now. And you get a ringer like this for that money. Wow, brilliant. Well done, sir. I think this is time to wrap up.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back to wrap up the episode. Really good find. Danny, well done. Vintage guitars have a special place in our heart, I think.
They do.
Since the Vintage SG episode.
Vintage, send us guitars, please.
Yes, do that. Contact me and contact Danny and we'll do more reviews of your guitars and then
Because
sell
they're
them
awesome.
and get the money.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They are. Yeah, it's difficult to find something right now that's
because they
so
sit in
good.
between sort of Epiphone, high-end Squire. They sit in the middle of budget starter Harley Benton but in my opinion, because the Harley Benton was good too, this is better in my opinion. It plays better, looks better, feels more. I could do anything with this, a gig with this, record with this. And for recording, it's just that guitar that you pick up, and it's. I don't know if I'm speaking for other producers or whoever. I'm not a producer, but other ones that say, "Give me a telly, get me that cut, get me that in the mix," And the telly does that, and this telly on the bridge pickup,
that was amazing.
Stands out,
That sounded like an awesome bridge pickup.
Now I don't want to sell it, but I have to, man. I can't.
There will be more, Danny. There will be more tellies, and you grab another one soon, and you go, "Oh, that's the holy grail Telecaster that can stay in my collection."
Well, finishing the story. The guy who I bought the Harley Benton from, he said that he had an original 56 or
custom
something,
shop, like an original 50.
Original, yeah, like from the old times, and he pulled it out from under his bed and opened it up, and it was a Relic thing. And I played it, and I was like, okay, I get the hype now about these vintage guitars.
Yeah, you would get it 10 grand today for this, for selling an original 50-something Telecaster in good condition.
And he didn't, I don't think the guy had much money, but that was something that he said I'll never get rid of. And I like that. I like that about a guitar, that no matter what it's worth, it means more.
Yeah, if you play, especially if you're a player. Okay, let's do this. Album time. Album with S. It's an S episode, San Miguel, and a vintage Telecaster. So, album?
Yeah, mine is Silver Side Up.
Silver Side Up.
Nickelback.
By Nickelback.
Yeah. Hey, I know you're laughing, but...
Emil is making facial expression. No, he's not making expressions, he's laughing out loud.
That brings me back...
Is that the first one? How You Remind Me?
Yeah, with...
okay music. I mean, I wouldn't...
It's well produced. It's what got me into rock music. And like I said before, Nickelback get a hard time. But they got some kick-in tunes on there.
This album is all right, I would say.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cover of Elton John's Saturday Night.
Yeah, he's not trying too hard to sound rocky as he did later with his vocals. Emil can't take it. He's laughing his ass off right now.
I love that album.
I suppose to give you a, to extend an olive branch here, I suppose you are laughing because of the recent, it's been going on for a few years now, heat that Nickelback takes, and they have become the poster band of F these guys,
Yeah, well, not really. I was never into like trends with I'm not really into people's opinions about stuff. It just Nickelback is. It's just been the same as he never did anything else. Like he had nowadays the music has 12 writers on the song, and if you have less than 12 writers on the song, you won't get it out into the charts and stuff like
for
that.
pop music, yeah,
for
definitely.
Pop music and stuff, and he went that direction, and it's just such a shame because he can sing.
And live there and sing.
True, but this has nothing to do with the album. You can still say the album was great, but the band went.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I didn't appreciate the album. I'm
The
sure.
album's all right.
It's got good drums. It's well made. I've seen them live too. They put on an amazing show, and some iconic tunes from there. And
I'm not going to argue with that.
it's basic. It's very basic.
Yeah.
But I liked it, and it's like I said, it's a bit. It got me in. I bought the record and stuff. I went to the shop and bought the album, the CD, and it's a cool album for me.
All right.
What was yours?
We'll take it. This is my favorite album of all time. It hit me like a...
Is it Metallica?
Like a truck, no. It's Opeth. Still Life by Opeth. 1999. I bought Metal Invader. Metal Hammer and Metal Invader are the two most prominent metal magazines in Greece. So I bought Metal Invader, or Metal Hammer maybe, I forget now. And it had a CD called A Call to Irons, which was a compilation with Iron Maiden covers. And most of them were funny because they were like The Trooper or Hallowed Be Thy Name or these songs with death metal vocals. Which sounded weird at the time to me. It sounded wrong. Remember Tomorrow was done by Opeth. And it was like the original, just a bit more atmospheric and deep and delay, echo pedals, and a very beautiful singer with a beautiful 70s psychedelic type, Deep Purple type voice. So I said, okay, that sounds good. Let's see what this band have out. And at the time, their album was Still Life. Nice artwork, I got it, and I was blown away. This is, if you know Opeth, you know what I'm talking about. This amazing blend of heavy riffs, melodies over melodies, blending in brutal death metal with beautifully sung prog rock type bits, long songs, a concept album, this one, Still Life, changed my life. This album really changed the way the easiest choice for me for this, say your favorite album beginning with the letter.
Yeah, we're almost at the end.
S, yeah, S. Have you got one, Emil?
No, I don't think so.
Can you think of one on the fly?
S&M from Metallica.
S&M by Metallica.
Yeah.
Or by anyone. It's not an album.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
that was it.
That's it.
The
Good
Vintage
choice.
will go back on the market, hopefully. Let's see.
Standard guitar bay material. Good guitar,
Yeah.
good find, back on the market. Grab it while it's there.
Yeah, tune in, subscribe, like, and
Tell your friends.
subscribe. Tell your friends. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Danny. Cheers, Emil.
Cheers.
Ciao.